Mark. All right, he's the visual mastermind behind some of the biggest album covers of all time, from Jay-Z to David Bowie and Queen Bee herself. Markus Klinko is the photographer to the stars.
And with Beyonce set to drop her new album this week, we are pleased to say Markus joins us live now from LA. Markus, g'day, great to chat to you. We appreciate your time. Let's start with Queen Bee, shall we? Tell us about the album cover that you worked on with her. And is it true that she wore your jeans for the shoot? How did that all come about?
Yes, good morning. It is true. It was actually, the story goes, at that time I just shot a diamond campaign that was all over the place. It was in all the big spreads in Vogue and all that. And Beyonce had seen that. And when we talked on the phone about the shoot, she wanted to have something like that diamond ad, but in small and sort of on her. And as she got to the studio, she had indeed, her mom, who styled the shoot, brought a diamond top. But Beyonce didn't want to wear it because she didn't like the skirts that the mother had prepared for that particular outfit. So I liked it a lot, and I said, what if you wore denims? And, she replied that she didn't have any, and I suggested she could try mine. And that was, maybe far-fetched, but she went for it, and she fit my jeans perfectly. They were Dolce & Gabbana jeans. And, my all-time joke is I must have Beyonce's booty because she filled them out quite well. And the rest is history. It's, she just told the Figaro magazine in Paris that it's her favorite photo shoot of all times. And that was very flattering because Beyonce is easily the most photographed woman on earth. And having taken her favorite photo and probably the most famous photo of her career, it's quite an accomplishment, and I'm very proud of that.
You should be as well, and I think it's just extraordinary to picture you taking that iconic photo with no pants on. But when something like this happens, though, when even though she's still talking about decades later, when you take a photo like that and it explodes and changes someone's career, how does that change your career, Markus?
It definitely was one of the few images that I would say are my greatest hits. There's some work with David Bowie, there's some Britney Spears, and especially Mariah Carey, who is now celebrating a huge comeback of the Mimi cover in Las Vegas, all of it which uses my work. So this definitely helped me create a career, sort of a secondary career in the art world. I'm represented by over 80 art galleries around the world, and 2 of them are in Sydney. And so that's a big focus of my current occupation. But, I keep shooting new stuff. I just worked with Ice Spice and Billie Eilish and Paris Hilton. But I am very excited about showing these works from 20 years ago, 22 years ago, in the galleries around the world. And I have a big upcoming show in Paris with Bel Air Fine Art. So I am definitely super proud about that.
Well, we can see why everyone in the industry wants to work with you, including Britney Spears. You've shot her at the height of her fame. We all know she's had a rather tumultuous time in the spotlight since then. What was she like to work with back then?
I could not imagine somebody more beautiful, more sexy, and smarter than Britney in 2004. She walked into my studio. I was instantly smitten. She looked absolutely phenomenal. And working with her, it was just a dream. She was so focused, and nobody participated in the shoot but herself. Her manager, her dad, they all went play some cards in the back room. And I really had Britney to myself for, a good 10 hours. And it was a blast. It's one of my absolute favorite memories of my career.
10 hours with Britney is a long time. What was she like? What were you talking to her about in that time?
We created a lot of work. This the Onyx Hotel Tour promotion book was what we had to do that day. But it turned out to become 2 fragrance campaigns for Elizabeth Arden. Single covers, Vanity Fair covers.
Wow.
So, and it became the biggest selling merchandise campaign for any female artist to date. So it was definitely 10 hours well spent.
That's incredible. You mentioned that you are featuring in some of the galleries here in Sydney at the moment in Australia. Can you tell us which ones?
Yes, it's Blender Gallery in Paddington
love Blender.
and Gallery Got. That's a French gallery, a Parisian gallery that just recently opened in Sydney. And both of them feature my work of David Bowie, of Beyonce, and, you know, all the other works. So viewers in Sydney can quite easily take a stroll and visit those galleries.
Well, I think your work speaks for itself, and I think you'll get a lot of people going there. Markus, what a great thrill to have you here. Congratulations on that cover, and great to see you. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks,
Pleasure.
Markus.
Coming up next, the life and the career of the great Steve Martin.